And that kind of leads into, what's going on in the world right now. Just to finish off the podcast here today. Thank you so much for joining and listening and being a part of our little conversation back and forth. And we should appreciate it. And so we want to just kick off with a few minutes of kind of, the times we're in right now are going to require for some strong men to step up, and women. Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Definitely women.
So what is there anything on your mind, guys, right now about what's going on in the world? Of course, we've got a war going on in Ukraine. We've got stuff happening at home here in the United States with all the different struggles that we have. One thing that I want to make sure everybody knows and realizes that 2022, the year that we're in right now, that we're recording this, is an election year. And so whatever you're going to vote, my recommendation is get out there and be a part of the system. Get out there and find a group and participate. Get into the action of the political opportunities that we have in the United States. In America, we have the opportunity to have we the people have our say and be a part of the whole political process. So this year is an important year. Make sure that you're getting out to your caucus meetings, you're getting out to your voting booths. Do what you got to do and stand for what you believe in and get out there and show some support. So that's the one thing I would say, is that right now in the political world we're in, be active, get educated, get motivated, but most importantly, be active. Get out and do something about it. Let's go do something about it. That's one of the reasons why we started the podcast, is because that was one of the things we wanted to do about it.
Yeah, get an understanding of your rights, right? Get an understanding of what's important to you and your community, and go help make those things happen. Or if your legislators are pushing something that's stupid, right, go oppose it. And the way to do that, it's so easy. Get groups together that are like-minded, that are in your district, your state, whatever, and start doing things that are going to help get it overturned, right? Petitions, going to the caucuses, getting involved, writing letters. Like, oh my goodness, there's so much we can do and get involved with. And if you're not doing it, you're just going to get snowballed and rolled over, steamrolled, I guess is the right way to say it, with whatever policy or person that gets put in or voted in. So take advantage of the year. This is a year we can make some good change for America and for the world. Political climates are always going to be up and down and left and right and crazy, but standing your ground for what's right and working with your community to help make it better, that's where we can have a safe haven.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a number of different stories I could rattle off that, you can find if you're doing your own research. But the thing I would say is, if you're watching both sides, I think you'll find that things going on with the Ukraine-Russian war is confusing, difficult to understand. There's so much propaganda mixed in there. There's very little truth in most cases. So I would hate to regurgitate any of that and make myself sound a fool, honestly, because proven down the road that, oh, this is completely false, that was false. And that's what it seems like I'm learning every day, is that the media says something and then we learn that's false. And then, Ukraine, they say something and that's false. So I really don't care to regurgitate any of that. So that's my I guess, advice for current events is don't trust what you're listening to, really any party, unless they've been there, they're on site. And then I have a little bit higher confidence in, what they're saying, but think for yourself. Use critical thinking, learn critical thinking. That has been really, honestly, one of the hardest things for me to learn these past several years, since really my eyes were, when I was awakened, my eyes were opened. I took it virtually, it basically said took the red pill, right? Is to really how to critically think for myself, because I'm taught not to think for myself. You've got to unplug and think for yourself. Go ahead, Scott.
Well, our education system does everything to teach us everything outside of critical thinking.
Memorize and regurgitate. Memorize, regurgitate. Yeah,
it's a lost
art. It's all
art.
rote memorization, and rote memorization will not do you any good. It will not. It'll help you pass a test.
It teaches you exactly to trust your superiors and believe what they're saying. And this is, I think, the furthest from the case. And one thing I was thinking today as well. I haven't been alive during a world war. I'm 50. I'll be 50 next week, right? So been around for a while, but I haven't been through a world war. Yes, we've seen other wars. We've seen the propaganda go back and forth. But at this point, to me, it seems more extreme than anything I've experienced so far. And maybe it's because I'm more awake at this point. Maybe, the Gulf War, Iran, Iraq, all those. I was paying attention, but maybe not as much attention. So I may be completely wrong on this, but it seems to me that this is over the top. And maybe that's the way it was in World War I and II, because everyone is pushing their own cause, their own agenda.
And I think the most important part of that is when it seems over the top, it's over the top, right? Trust your feeling, trust that critical thinking, trust your gut, because if it feels off, it's off. And if the one narrative is all you're hearing all the time, what are you missing? What are they hiding? What else is going on?
Even if it's a conservative side, right? Even if it's a conservative side, the liberals or the libertarian side, the anti-war side. I mean, there are even more than two sides.
Every side,
especially in this,
is going to give you their interpretation and not give you a full picture of it. Like, you could have a car that's painted red on one side, green on the other, and have people on both sides of the car yelling, "No, it's red. No, it's green." And they'll be arguing all day. And it's like, guys, it doesn't matter. The car doesn't have an engine in the middle. Like, what's the point of arguing what color it is if there's no engine or there's no wheels? Have you noticed that? Like, get past that. Look at everything else going on. Focus on what you can do and what you can fix. This is a great opportunity this year. 2022 is the opportunity to work on getting better prepared, getting involved with your community, your country, getting right with God, and receiving insights on what you can do to better protect your family. I think that's one of the things for mental toughness we didn't go over really at all, is getting in communication with God all the time.
Yeah.
Because keeping that doorway open, that communication line open, is the most important communication line for any of us anywhere.
Yeah.
Because He will help you and guide you and direct you if you're open and listening.
Yep.
If you're not, He'll be telling you stuff and you won't hear it. So don't let yourself get too distracted with anything to get to the point where you're not listening to God, because that's going to be the most important thing for your family.
Here's another thing, sorry to interrupt, Paris, but that I learned recently is it's okay not to know. I don't have to know why this is happening. I don't have to know who's right or who's wrong. Not at the moment. Maybe in the end, it would be nice to know, but I don't have to know. I just need to know the facts. I just need to know, like Scott's saying, I need to know what the Spirit's whispering to me to do. If it's telling me, go get some more groceries. If it's telling me, make sure you forgot to change your water, refresh your water, anything like that, right? Other than that, like Scott says, stay close to the Spirit, and you'll know what to do. It really doesn't matter that you know the truth in certain things.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Not only is personal revelation real, it can be constant if we're in tune and we stay in tune with that connection with God is critical. Well, guys, I think that's a good hour, or give or take a minute, or who knows how many give or takes, but I think we've hit some pretty serious topics, had some really good conversations. I hope that you listeners out there got something out of this. I hope that you really felt inspired, you felt motivated, you felt educated, you felt edified, and that you feel like you can actually got something that you can take action and move forward on. Make sure that if you did get a good feeling, if you did get some good information on this, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, go to our website, preppertalkradio.com, join our list. We're going to be putting out some great information, great materials. We just want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to share with us this last hour and change, and wish you all the best, and we'll see you next week.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.